My students, hope you are all fine. Hope your parents are also fine. Today we will be able to see quarterly examinations, revisions like just regarding the key, regarding all answers. Kindly listen carefully. It's a must that you will have to listen. See, very easiest question that you had faced. The simplest way to answer also. Shall we get into the questions? Okay. First one, cautious. Synonym, careful. Second one, curious, interesting. Third one, consideration, thought. Synonyms. Get into antonym. Shabby. Shabby. Antonym is fresh. Antonym is fresh. Curious. Antonym is indifferent. Sometimes curious, it refers to some sort of being interested or enthusiastic likewise. But antonym is indifferent. Indifferent is nothing but uninterested. The meaning is uninterested. Near, far, you may know. Singular form of bacteria is bacterium. Idiom. 11th hour. 11th hour means at the last moment. Fill in the blanks with most suitable preposition. The T should be put straight into. Into is the answer. Q. American English word for Q. Line is line. L-I-N-E. Choose the correct expansion of acronym TOEFL. Test of English as a foreign language. Choose the correct question tag. See, the story tries. We will have to frame the tag like here. Tries, no? Split into two. Does plus try. Okay. Here you apply doesn't, their story, doesn't it. In case when it comes in negative, does not try, then our answer will be how? Does it. Okay. Sentence pattern, kindly listen. The birds, subject, are flying verb. Gracefully, adjunct. In the sky is also adjunct. Clear? Don't be confused with complement and adjunct. Complement sometimes plays, sometimes it comes after be verbs. Complement comes after be verbs like am, is, are, where, will be, shall be, would be, can be, likewise. So after this you will have complement or so called as what, for what, likewise reasoning places will have the effect of complement. Okay, let us get to the 14th question. Relative pronoun. Ram, whose house? Form a new word by adding suitable prefix. Expansive, inexpansive. Disyllabic. 16th one. A guy. The others are not belonging to di. One is mono, another is three, and another is three. Three syllabification task. Okay. Coming to 17th question. Parabolator. Clip is pram. Choose the right meaning of the idiom. A bolt out of the clear sky. Nothing but it's an unexpected event. It is an unexpected, sudden event. So called sudden, unexpected event. The one who represents the government of his country in a foreign country is an ambassador. Ambassador. So keep in your mind. Okay, next. 20th question. The underlined word was suitable phrase verb. Extinguished. The fire was extinguished by the fire brigade. Put out. Put out is the correct answer for extinguished. Come to poetic lines. Now listen. This 21st line I'll read is from Castle. The poem's name is Castle by Toru Dutt, I think. Sure. Our gates were very strong. Listen, please. The line has itself the answer. You don't need to go and study separately. The line has itself the answer. Provided you must get into listening as well as read it properly, you will definitely get the meaning. Our gates were strong, our walls were thick. How was the gate? The castle. How was the castle? The castle was strong. The castle was strong. If you know the meaning of that poem, provided you had listened the class properly, you can easily answer the question here. And then, what was the firm belief of the soldier? Soldier believed that no enemy could enter into it because the walls were very strong, the gates were very strong, the castle was very strong, and no one can easily get into. 22nd question. All the world's stage, and the men and women merely players. No. Question is, what is the world compared to? The world is compared to a stage, an acting stage or drama stage. Identify the figure of speech implied here. It's a metaphor. All the worlds. It's a metaphor. Implied simile. Okay. All through that summer, at ease we lay, and daily from the turret wall. This from Castle. This poem is from Castle. We refers to soldiers. We, nothing but it is soldiers. 24th one. Like a huge python, winding round and round, the rugged trunk intended, deep with scars. Which tree is referred to in the above line? The Kausarina tree. The Kausarina tree. Okay? That tree is referred here. What is the quality of the tree? Nothing but the strength of the tree. The quality of the tree is strength. It refers to the strength of the tree. Say, like we happen to see here banyan tree, no? Likewise, the Caesarina tree is there. Now, Caesarina tree is there. Now, another next to 26 also is implying the same. All the world's stage, which figure of speech has been used in the second line, has been the same. And all men and women are merely players. So-called metaphors or personifications. Okay, I'll deal with you later, don't worry. I'll tell you a bit later also. Again, I'll discuss with you. Okay, 27th question. Shall we get into direct speech and indirect speech? You please see the question. I will answer here. Okay? You will have to read out the question clearly. Then you can easily answer. We had already discussed with you, it's not. change the direct speech into reported form. Very easy. Kindly listen me carefully. Vidya said to, here what is that? Interrogative. So Vidya asked Kanya. Okay? Vidya asked Kanya. See, the question starts from WH type. It is not WH type. It is from the verbal question. It starts from modals. W comes, of course, but it represents, it's a verb, mere modal. We have already studied about modal. So modal verb, it starts from. So what would be the joiner? If or whether. If or whether. Okay, let us try to change the interrogative into an ordinary sentence. Would you like to change? You would, it will become you would like to. Okay, you refers to Kanya. So you refers to Kanya, so suppose it has to stand as a she. When Vidya has been selling to Kanya, should have asked directly you. When we are writing, both have talked. So Vidya had asked Kanya if she. So if she, would will not have the change, will be the same. In case if there is a will, then it can be changed into would. But when there is would itself, no change. So would like, if she would like to come to the party with, as they are, when they are talking, Kanya and Vidya are talking, it refers as. When we are telling about them, as will become them. So with them. Okay? In case if you have got any doubt, kindly you can ask me through cell also or phone. Change into the other voice form. Now, I is subject, shall have completed is a verb, and my project is an object. When we are changing from active to passive, what will happen? Object. This object should come first. Verb will have the change. Object will come first. So my project. Shall or will, you can use either shall or will. Let's use will. Will have, what is a word has to be connected into passive form? Been, will have been completed. Will have been completed. Completed. Now, completed, we'll have to add one more word is by. By. By, I will become what? Me. By me. Next week will be the same. Next week. Okay? Okay, please kindly listen. Here the question is begin with had. It's nothing but if class, if conditional class. Already Ms. Tan Kumari might have interpreted with this. That means she would have already taught you. She had already taught you actually. Kindly listen me carefully. Nothing but had is having the effect of if. So what happened? Remove if. Start with had. What will come? Had I. Okay? Had I. Again, subject will have to come here. Had I come earlier, earlier, comma, completely you can write, I would have attended the interview. Attended the interview. Okay, it's nothing but it has got the effect, had has got the effect of if conditionals. So in the place, if you apply had in the place of if, the business, the answer is over. Now, 30th question falls like this: rewrite as simple sentence. We had already gone through this many times, even in 11th standard, as well as even in video. I have shot many videos regarding this simple complex compound sentence. Okay, doesn't matter. Let us get into it. Now, simple sentence will have only one main verb, no, and one more phrase or one phrase. One phrase. Okay. Now, what else we need? Kindly listen. See, presented a report. Let us keep as a main class. Here we will have to make some work. See, nothing but let us make or let us create or change into as a phrase. Change into a phrase. You can easily create. Now, since it is in the past tense, past, it represents past. Let's start with having carried out. Having carried. Having carried. Okay, carried out. Or simply if you say carrying out, it's also correct. But having carried out is somewhat more better than carrying. Carrying out. Okay, carrying out. Okay, likewise. Please listen carefully. Having carried out the survey. Survey. Who presented? Smita. So, Smita presented her report. Presented her report. Okay, now this is the thing. Simple sentence. Okay, this sentence appears in which sentence? Compound sentence. Okay, in case if you want to change into complex, after Smita carried out the survey, comma, she presented her report. Let's continue. Question number 31. Explain any two of the following with reference to the context. Okay. 31. Like a huge python, winding round and round, the rugged trunk intended deep with scars. Or Casarina tree by Dorudat. Come to 32. Agates were very strong, our walls were thick. Castle by Edwin Moon. Okay. 33. All the world's a stage. It's a poem. Poem's name also the same. Poet is William Shakespeare. The content you have to explain. Likewise, in 32 also you will have to explain the content of the line. For explanation 1 mark, poet and poem 2 marks. It carries totally 3 marks. The other from 32, 35, 34, 35, 36 refer to guide, and there are small questions. You will have to at least write more than 30 words. More than 30 words. It should not be lesser than 30 words. Okay. It should not be more than 30 words. Kindly see this 37th question. Study the following table and write 3 sentences on your inference about the data. What we understand from the data, we have to answer at least 3 sentences we'll have to write, okay? Which stands to be the first? Karnataka. Karnataka has the highest rainfall than that of the other states. Okay, one. Second, compare Andhra Pradesh and Kerala. Andhra Pradesh's rainfall is higher than that of Kerala's rainfall comparatively. Now, which has got the very lowest range of rainfall? Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. So Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry, third one, we'll write third one. Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry has got the lowest rate of average rainfall when it's compared with other states. Okay, that's all. That's enough. It's very easier. Provided you listen, you can easily write. Please don't miss these questions. Write 3 precautions. 38 we are going. Write 3 precautions to be taken at home before a cyclone hit. What will happen? Pack up everything. First response, we will have to write 3 precautions, no? Pack up everything. Get ready to move. Second one. Third one, move to very higher places of the land. That's all. That's enough. In case we want to beautify or extend sentence, you can write, but without committing any grammatical mistake. Keep in your mind. Now, let's get into a dialogue between a beggar and social reformer with a minimum of 3 exchanges. What happened? Beggar, what will ask? Will beg for some alms. So, beggar, say for an example, you write beggar, say for an example. Between the beggar and social reformer, what will beggar will beg? Please give me some money, no? Social reformer, yes, you have some money, ₹10. What would be the next response? Beggar, what beggar would say? Say me. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. You know Lord? In Tamil we may call, thank you Swami, likewise. So thank you Lord. Let's get into the question number 40. Rearrange the following jumbled sentence. Jumbled proverbs correctly, okay? Now listen carefully. First one I'll read out. There is never a road without a turning. There is never a road without a turning. B. It was the last straw that camel's back broke. It was the last straw that camel's back broke. C. Question number C. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Okay. Adi vadavara mari, another devara. Likewise, that is the meaning of the proverb I am saying. Okay, anyhow. Now, from 41, 42, 43, kindly refer to the guide. You will have to write as a paragraph. It should be at least 150 words. You can modify or beautify. You can add up like writing an essay. It should not go beyond the reach. It has to be decorated to fetch very highest form of mark or to attract the correction of. Okay? Welcome. I welcome you to do this. Now, summarizing the following, what you'll have to do? Just first start writing heading. Rough draft. You write first heading, rough draft. You write some of important points which is picked up by your eyes in rough draft. Again you write heading. Write paragraph. Paragraph must be 1/3 of rough draft. Say for an example, if Rough draft has got 90 words. Paragraph will have only 30 words. Okay? Kindly keep in your mind. This will be decorated by you very easily. Very nice. Don't miss. Always summarizing. Please never miss. Come write a paragraph about another one. Another option is there. B 44B. Write a paragraph about 150 words on the hazards of using mobile phone. There are many things. Hazards. Hazards is the difficulty of using mobile phone. Very costlier. So likewise, you can add up many points. Costlier, more expensive, great damage to eyes. No? Our eyes are totally spoiled by this. And we don't know, you start playing game also. Likewise, you can add up number of points. If I ask you, you will tell many points also. Many points. Anyhow, you can add up. That should be at least mere paragraph. It must have a very good content. Can make topic or heading you will have to write like a decorative paragraph like. Okay. Now 45A. Recently you ordered. See, this is like responding to advertisement. Say you place some orders to some company. To address you will have to write. To address and what are all the orders that you need. Say for example, football, basketball for your school necessary. Likewise, you will have to write. Okay. Recently, you ordered some watch on shopping, and when it arrived, it was damaged. When it was damaged, again, what will you have to write? Again, write a letter to the company that sold to the watch, that sold you the watch. You will have to again write a letter to the company. The article which they had sent is damaged. Again, you will have to resend it and get back a new. Likewise, you will have to write a content. You will have to write from to content of body of the letter. So you know very well. It's maybe the 5th or 6th standard syllabus. Doesn't matter. In case if you don't know, please ask me. You can write. I will refer you. Don't worry. When you call me in the cell. As a paragraph from to address, you can write, Sir, body of the letter, the watch you had sent me has been damaged. I regret to say that. Kindly send me another watch, a new watch, which should not be damaged. So please send me soon. So yours thankfully, here, place and date, address on the envelope. Last. Likewise, you can write. Yeah, thank you. And then, again continue. B. 45B. Write a letter to your friend sharing your travel experience to Delhi. Assume that you had gone to Delhi and tell your friend your experience that you had got in Delhi. Likewise, you can write. It's not a visual letter. It's a letter from for your own friends. It's not an official letter. It's an ordinary letter, kind letter that you are doing. You can write straight away. You write, dear Ramu. You share your feelings and experiences in the content. And lastly, yours lovingly. Don't write your name. You have to write your examination number. You have to write merely examination number. That's enough. Or avoid doing those things. Even you don't need to write your friend name also. You write dear XX. Yours kindly XYYYY. Okay, XYY. So likewise, to address, put some to address XYY. X, Y, Y, Z, 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 comma, full stop. That's all. You should not write your name at any cost. Otherwise, the correctioner will not correct your paper. Be careful in this regarding. Shall we get into the 46th question? Errors part. Spotting the error. First one. It will be a waste. Remove will. If you use it would, it will be the correct. It would be a waste throwing the food away. Okay. Kailash never does any work behind, not behind, after 10 p.m. Neither Suresh nor Kamalesh are not are. There it represents single subject, singular. So either Kamalesh or Suresh. It represents only one. So it cannot come or. It has to come is. So neither Suresh nor Kamalesh is intelligent. Fourth one. Nitya has taken half day leave. Half of a day. Half of a day. So now half of a day. Or a half day. A half day leave. Okay, here it's also leave, and then here it's also leave. Okay, regarding errors part. Now, next thing, one of my uncles, the subject is only one. Among many uncles, only one uncle lives in Canada. So here we will have to be very careful. One of, every one of, each one of. When all these words come, next word will have to be in plural. Next word will have to be in plural. Please keep in your mind. Okay. Now, listen carefully. I'll continue. 46b. Fill in the blanks appropriately. Usha dash bracket by. Recently. Recently is the key word for present perfect. What is the rule for present perfect? Has plus past participle form or have plus past participle form. Now Usha has come. Usha has come. What will have to come? For Usha, she. He, she, it has. I, we, you, they have. Okay, Usha has bought a laptop recently. Okay, and then she does use it at the moment. At the moment represents present continuous tense. Present continuous, what is the rule? Am, comma, are plus R-A-R-E. Are, comma, is plus ing form. Okay, whatever it may be. Now, what is here? She. For she, what will come? Am will come, is will come, are will come. Is. So, she is using at the moment. Okay. Second one. My sister danced so well when she was in the school days. Used semi-modal. No, semi-modal. Used to, ought to, need, dare. There are 4 semi-modal. Which will have to come here. In the olden days, she was accustomed to do that. Used to is the semi-model for using here. My sister used to dance well. Okay, that's all. And next, third one, the bugle is word in verb it has come now. If you understand the meaning, if you write it, doesn't matter. Verb has come now. Next word will have to come some participle. So likewise, if you think it, the bugle is band in our school band. I think you'll be able to write. Okay. 47. Question number 47. Develop the hints into a story, 150 words. Once a bee fell into the pond. Pigeon flew past, dropped a leaf. It's a good story. You can easily write the story comprising of 150 words. You can easily write. If you have got any doubt regarding this, please ask me. very small. You can add up beautifying. You can add up. Even if you want to write in a exemplary manner, it should not go beyond 1 page or 2 3 page, 2 page. Because sometimes you may have to examine the patience of the correctioner. Depends how they correct. Anyhow, you should have some limit, no? Kindly maintain that. 47b, read the following passage and answer the questions given below. Now, spend some time in reading a passage. Nowadays, students, we don't have, many of us have lost reading practice. But we use the cell in reading. Use cell. Don't know. And kindly get into the reading practice. That will grow you up well, I believe. I request. It's my kind request and advice, even command also. Please. Yes, after reading, kindly face the question. Which unforgettable character did Charlie Chaplin invent? The first line there is the answer. Little unforgettable character, Little Trap. The unforgettable character Charlie Chaplin invented was born purely by accident in 1915. That's the answer for the first question. Second one, describe the personality created by Charlie, whom everybody loved. No? There is the answer when the first paragraph itself start from the second line until throughout the paragraph is the answer. But if you write up to bowler hat, that's enough. Don't avoid this question, please. You should not avoid this question. Either you can write that, better you choose this comprehension paragraph, because it gets some marks, no? Out of 5, definitely you will get 4 or 5. If your answers are very apt and correct, 5 marks will not be missed actually. Whereas if you take that story, no, sometimes the maximum they may spare you is 4 or 4.5 sometimes. If your essay is exemplary, very good, then you will acquire some more mark, but not more than 4.5 even sometimes, no. So you'll have to be very careful. Better you choose this paragraph and then question comprehension. Okay? Kindly follow this. What did Charlie see himself as? Charlie found himself as a star. Third C's answer. D's answer. His childhood, give one reason to show Charlie's early life was very sad. His childhood was very sad, for his mother never earned enough to look after her children, because her mother did not earn anything. So it was sad. He was feeling sad. Find the word in passage that is opposite to the meaning to bold. No, bold. Courageous. Antonym: timid, covered, C-O-W-E-R-D, covered, pure, upright. These are all the antonym for bold. What about tragedy? Comedy, joyful sometimes. Okay, that's all. And that's all. This is going to be your key regarding answer discussion regarding our quarterly examination. I hope you are all doing well and getting prepared for Deepavali also. Anyhow, I wish you happiest Deepavali without eating much. That will not create you to the worst situation. If you use cracker, please be very careful. Avoid any human being near. Avoid yourself little bit far distance. Move far distance and keep cracker. Wish you happiest Deepavali. Doesn't matter. Enjoy well. At the same time, have a closer contact with your textbooks, guides, and the preparations that we have given you. Okay. Thank you, one and all. And one more thing I want to stress. Try to write all question and answer as an assignment in your note. That will help you to write well. Please do that. Say for example, avoiding paragraph is okay. The other things you can write. Write as a self-test. Be a guarantee for yourself. No examiner will be there, but you can maintain as if yourself. You just see your question and write answer. You have to conduct a personal test. Okay, do it well and show it to me within 1 or 2 days, or even if it is possible, kindly show it to me today itself. Okay, and send it to me to my email ID. It's possible. If it is possible, do that. But don't show any other thing. Means in the sense, in case we have written earlier, no, try to write now and show it to me. Thank you. Let it be as a homework or as you love to have as a personal work. Okay, carry on.